Okay, you're telling me this is not actual rust.
You know it's not.
Well, I'm saying, is it the Rust Effect Science kit or the paint kit?
This is the paint kit. And it's got that 3D powder in it.
That's crazy.
Cool. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey guys, I'm Lynn from L&J Goods. So happy to have you here with me today. I have a wonderful video for you sharing 2 different projects using the same base. What we'd like to find out is your style rustic or is it romantic? For whatever reason, these boxes still had bleed through with the spray shellac. So we are putting on some bin shellac based primer in white. Let's get started on the first box. I've cast several of the Le Croix molds from IOD Spring Release with Alumilite black resin. Because I'm going to be painting over these, I'm going to give them a quick scuff sanding so that the Rust Effect paint set will adhere. I'll lay these aside and get them painted a little bit later. This is Roycycled's Warm Typography. It's one of her newest papers. And even though I love every inch of it, I want to determine the layout so that I make the best use of the paper and see how it's going to look with those crosses. Then I cut them to size for each of the 4 sides of the box. Let's start to decoupage. I will use Pentart's Decoupage Varnishing Glue and get a starter strip going. Mist the paper, then lay it down into that decoupage medium. Then smooth out any bubbles or wrinkles and apply a second coat over the top of the decoupage paper. Here's a good tip when you're applying a larger strip of decoupage paper. Pull the paper back to reveal the previous wet edge and then apply more medium to continue your decoupage. This way you'll eliminate getting any gaps between those sections. Continue around the box, decoupaging each side of the box in the same way. After the decoupage medium has dried, go around the top edge of the box to sand away any of the excess paper. When JR added the trim to the boxes, we had chosen a really old piece of molding. I really wanted to keep that, but then we had a little mishap. It accidentally got painted white. Just miscommunication, those things happen. But in the end, it really did work out because ultimately I ended up painting it anyway because I decided that I wanted to use the rust effect from Pentart not only on the crosses, but on the base of this box as well. The Le Croix mold comes with these other additional pieces, which can be used to embellish the crosses and add more detail. I used Pentart Heavy Body Gel to attach them to the crosses.
A Rust Effect project so good, you'll need a tetanus shot.
Megan.
Be careful.
This is Pentart's Rust Effect acrylic paint set. It has 4 colors of paint and a 3D powder. I've also grabbed some larger jars of the same colors that are in the Rust Effect set. Pour out each of the colors that are in the paint set and some 3D powder. I'll use some old scruffy brushes. Starting with the darkest color, I'm going to dip my brush into that paint and then pull in some of the 3D powder and tap that over the cross. While that layer is still wet, I pick up the next color and continue in the same manner. I really try to channel rust when I'm doing this technique. So I apply the rust effect in strategic locations. I don't want to go over the entire surface. I'm building up the rust in certain areas where it might naturally occur. And while my brush is wet, I'll go ahead and do the other crosses with the same colors. Build up the layers of rust using the successive lighter colors. And I try to use less and less of each of the colors as I apply them, so that the lightest colors, the orange and the mustard color, will end up being the least amount of paint that I add. I'll do the same process on the trim of the box. I think I forgot to mention that I had base coated the trim with Fusion's cast iron paint. How appropriate, right? You can see here that I'm adding that lighter orange color and a little bit of the mustard as I continue to build up those layers. If I have a little bit too much of the orange or rust color, I can come back in with the darker paint colors and tap out where I need to and then build up the layers again. With each successive layer of paint, I'm also picking up some of that 3D powder and mixing that in with the paint. I'm going to leave a full supply list in the description box below so that you know what colors of paint I'm using and what colors are included in the Pentart Rust Effect set. Finally, I've added just a touch of the paint to the top edge of the box. I misted it with water and let that drip down so that I would have a realistic rusty effect even over the paper. Then apply each of the crosses to the front of the box using Pentart's Heavy Body Gel. Position them in place and allow the Heavy Body Gel to dry. I love the way this box turned out and how authentic looking that rust effect is. What do you think? Would you use the rust effect on any of your makeover pieces? Now let's get started on project number 2. Let's flip to a different style and go totally romantic using IOD's new transfer called Madeline. I've selected those transfer pieces that are going to fit onto the box and determined how I want them laid out. I did cut away some of the length of these bow swags, but you know what? That's what I love about IOD transfers and using them and customizing them to fit the piece that I'm working on. Once I've determined the layout, I'll set aside the transfer pieces while I base coat the box. I'm using Fusion Mineral Paint in Plaster. I love this color. It's a very, very soft, buttery yellow, and it kind of matches the bow color that's in the Madeline transfer.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
This is IOD's Trimmings 3 mold. I'm casting several pieces so that I can layer this over the existing trim. Hey, while you're here, we just want to take a moment to thank you for hanging out with us here at L&J Goods. We know your time is valuable, so we appreciate very much that you choose to spend a few minutes with us here on our channel. We hope that you are inspired by the projects that we're sharing today. It would help us so much if you make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss our next tutorials, and go ahead, share a comment, share this video, give us a big old thumbs up. Glue the castings in place with heavy body gel and then allow those to dry.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do.
Apply each of the transfer pieces to the box.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future.
Use a bit of worn sandpaper to scuff up the edges of the box just to give them a little bit of age. I'm also going to use IOD's Vintage Textures stamp to apply some random crackle effect and chippy paint edge along the top edge of the box. I'm using Ranger's Archival ink in the color Coffee. To add a final bit of aging, I'm using Fusion Mineral Paint Woodwick, and I'm watering that down to apply a wash of this color over the trim and over the box. I'll tap away any excess with a dry paper towel or use a baby wipe to move it around and get the mottled and aged effect that I want.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather.
I also decided to add some little feet to the bottom of this box, so I used 1-inch wood beads and glued those in place. And there we have the most lovely box for a centerpiece or a storage place for your favorite mementos or romantic treasures. So now the only question that remains is, would you do romantic and pretty or rustic and rugged? So, for instance, I love all styles, and I love this shirt. Turns out I've been wearing it day after day after day in different film and video that I have been recording. So,
It can stand up on its own at this point.
no. For example, I bought this shirt at TJ Maxx. You might have recognized it in a previous video or a previous live or a previous tutorial. I could have been on Pentart, I could have been on Decoupage Queen, or right here on L&J Goods. It turns out I've been wearing this shirt a lot and I love it.